Ah, Lord. Okay, we are live, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. That is awesome, man. So let's start it the way it should be started, right? Let's do this. I hope this works out, guys. Awesome. So, guys, welcome. I'm here with Mark. So remember, if you need any translation, right, you can put it in the comment section, then we'll actually respond. Or whatever you want to find out from us, just let us know and we'll respond there as well, right? Just put it in the comment section, we'll pick it up. So I'm with Mark Dodu again, my Ghanaian friend here.
Hello.
We do basically almost everything together.
Wow.
So yeah, no. That's great. Okay, I guess you guys want to know a little bit about us, I'm guessing, right? So my name is Joseph Kwesi Ampofo, right? Both parents are Ghanaians. Technically what happened? Well, initially, born in Nigeria because my parents were there, and we went to Ghana for a while. Then my father got a job in Lesotho. Then we went to Lesotho. Then we're there for a number of years. I think 3 or 4 years.
But how was Lesotho?
Lesotho wasn't bad. It wasn't
Compared
bad. It was
to South Africa. Do they have any similarities or?
Well, except for the language.
Okay.
It was the language. The language was a bit, well, it suited, literally suited, literally. So it wasn't bad. The people were great. The environment was actually very good. I enjoyed Lesotho. I really did.
So do they have any connection with South Africa? Because I know here in South Africa, we've got Sotho.
Oh yeah,
so
the Sotho and
sometimes
Padies,
it's like
right?
Maybe it was stemmed from that name, Sotho.
Yes.
I don't know.
So the Sothos, the Padies, and of course, the Sotho-speaking people are from Lesotho as well, right? So that's one of the commonalities that South Africa has with Lesotho. If you're from Lesotho and you come here, you're fine. Language-wise, you're sorted. And they share the same currency as well.
Wow.
So they all use rands. So if you're from Lesotho and you come over here with your money, you're still fine.
Yeah, but I think one thing I noticed where I used to stay, there was one Lesotho guy, and he came all the way from Lesotho, and he's in the army now. He came from the academy, and I think he was having issues with regards to documentations. I'm asking that because you said their language is like they've got that language here in South Africa. So then why will they have a lot of, how would I put it, immigration strictness, if I should put it that way? Because they are more or less like South Africans.
Well, technically they're within the borders of South Africa, but even though they're the same, well, they're different country, but technically they're within South Africa, so to speak. I think it's just immigration laws. One would think it would be easier for a normal South African to flow in, or somebody from Lesotho to actually come through, right? And the documentation or getting papers won't be as hard, but it's actually not the case.
Okay.
Sadly enough, it's not the case.
Wow.
Then we came to SA. Then I've been here for like over 20-something odd years.
Wow.
So I did some of my primary school here, my high school here, my varsity here.
Wow.
I'm working here, so
basically you're South African.
Technically speaking, yes. Technically speaking. So yeah, I've been here for a very long time. Tend to visit Ghana here and there, but I just have to give props to my parents because they made sure that I retained the language.
Wow.
So it wasn't easy for them. I used to get beaten. So the rule was you enter the gate, you speak Twi, nothing else.
Wow. And here you are teaching Twi.
Yes. After all of that.
Wow. Wow.
So tell us about yourself.
For me, I grew up in Ghana, like you said. Even me, both parents are Ghanaians. Yeah, I grew up in Ghana. We once went to, in the 80s, we went to Libya because they wanted English teachers.
Yeah.
Actually, first to Nigeria. You know, those days, Nigeria, they always wanted English teachers or teachers, especially Ghanaian teachers, because they believe that Ghanaian teachers are very good. So went to Nigeria, to Libya, back to Ghana. My father traveled to Japan.
Oh, cool.
But for us, we're still in Ghana. I did my primary school, my high school back there in Ghana. I went to Adisado College, if you've heard it.
Okay.
And then from there, came to South Africa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I've not been in South Africa for that long, but I think I've been here not that long.
No.
Yeah, I think for about 6 years. I think that's not that long.
No.
So we've been good, and I met you, my brother. We, like you said, we all do things together.
Yes.
Yeah, we are all learning the TWI also. though I did TWI, Asante TWI right from primary.
Yes.
Yeah, to high school. Yeah, and I did a little bit of French.
Oh, wow.
Right from primary to secondary school, because I did French even in secondary school. Yeah, because I love languages. I love to learn languages. So I remember my father once said that, oh, I can see you are very good with languages. Why don't you do French? Maybe you can end up doing linguistics or possibly reading law, because if you're a lawyer, you can at least be able, if you're able to speak English and French, it really helps. And here we are here in South Africa. So not much to say.
No. Yeah. So the journey has been interesting, very, very interesting. Oh yeah. So for today, today is basically meet and greet. So whatever you guys want to ask, you can ask in the comment section. We'll try and actually answer questions depending on what they are, right? So if you want translations as well, we can do that. If you just want to ask us general stuff, you can do that. And I think for today, right, let me do this. So I know that some of you send translations, right? And instead of me doing that tomorrow, right, I figured I'll do them now, right? So what I can do is, for those that already sent it, I've already sent written the way it's written, literally. I've written the words, so I've done the translations. So what we'll do is, here and there, every few minutes, what we're going to do is actually voice out the actual words or sentences, right? So if you sent me something already for this Sunday that I was supposed to release, right, we're going to do it today, meaning that there will be nothing for tomorrow, because technically you guys can actually rewatch this video and hear out your translations, right? So the first person that sent me something, I just need to go back and find out who sent me something first. Okay,
if I may come in.
Yes, please.
Yeah, before us, we are looking for those translations and all those. I remember we once did a video and someone said something about Osome Suboni. I remember that.
Yes.
And I think someone also came up and said maybe the person really wanted to say that Osome Suboni.
Yeah.
Which is two different things. Because I remember we explained Osome Suboni. That when you say Osome Suboni, which is also another way of saying Osome Suboni, meaning that he touched me
in a bad way.
In a bad way.
So inappropriately.
Yeah. It's also there. That is, if you put it in that context. Osome Suboni.
So Oso will be he touched me.
Yeah, Oso. That is Ose or
Oso, which is basically the person touched you. Ne? Then Sobone. Yes,
he touched me inappropriately,
or in a bad way.
And I think there was one also, if I remember correctly, he was talking about if you loved her.
Oh yeah.
He said, "Why will you touch her if you don't love her?"
Yes.
So it came in mind. I was like, maybe that's what I was thinking when I was coming. I said, maybe the person wanted to say, maybe you touched her. If you didn't like, why did you touch her?
Yes.
Which literally, it's a wise saying when you say, I touched you, with relation to a lady. Because I remember the person said rhetorically.
Yes, I remember that.
So, in our language, even in English, when they say, you touched that lady, it means that you slept with that lady.
Yes, the thing is, sometimes we appreciate all the comments, right? Or all this stuff you guys want us to translate, right? But the thing is, sometimes in Chi, right, things aren't as direct.
Yeah.
So it becomes a bit tricky trying to figure out exactly how the translation will come out. So what happens is we try the best possible scenario, right? That's why there's certain people that will send me something, then I'm like, you know what? Please, if you can, be specific.
Yeah.
So I know what you're trying to say, or else I'll say something else, then it will come back. I think the other day, this other person sent me a statement saying, is it fair?
Yeah.
Is it fair, right? Which is basically in Chi, if you want to say, another way of asking somebody if it is fair would be eye. Which is like, is it good? But you're basically saying what you did, is it fine? Is it good? So you can say adi awe and ayana or aye, which is basically was it fair, right?
Yeah.
But then the person came back and told me that he didn't want that kind of he didn't want is it fair in that sense, right? So that's one of the things I actually wanted to. Okay, we'll get to that. Let's start with Nati wanted something translated.
Okay.
So what Nati wanted was, she asked me this and I forgot to actually tell her. So she decided to put in the comment section because she knows no matter what, I'm going to respond, right? So her question was, how do you say, please close the window for me?
Yeah, please close the window for Mepawokyew
to
mpumanumumame.
Yes.
Yeah.
So she asked me, but I completely forgot because I was working, right? So she decided to go here, paste it there. So as Mark said, it's basically Mepawokyew, which is please, to mpumanum, which is mpuma is window.
Yeah.
Right. So to mpumano is
close the window.
Close the window. Mami is basically for me.
Yeah.
So basically to mpumanum mami. Well, Mepawokyew, there's always a please in front. That's how we talk. There's usually a please. So Nanti, if you're watching, which I think you are, please close the window will be Mepawokyew to mpumanum mami. All right. Let's see if there was somebody else. But you're busy saying about the don't touch me one.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if you finished yet.
Yeah, like I was saying, you know, mostly I think there was a time you spoke about kasakwa.
Oh yeah. Proverbs.
Yeah. You know, we got kasakwa, more like a wise saying.
Yeah.
And we got proverb, which is ebe.
Ebe, yes.
And one thing is that the two, one way or the other, are intertwined. You know, there's just a thin line between the two. You know, so in this sense, what we were talking about when they say he touched me, you know, for us, we don't, to show respect. There are some words we don't just say them as it is.
No, you don't.
You know,
no.
You know, I know in other European countries or other countries, there are some words then they can just say it and they are fine. But in our culture, there are some words they're very heavy to just say that it is as it is. So then you use the kasakwa. You know. So in this sense, when he said, if you don't love her, why did you touch her? You know, in this sense, everyone may think that the person is talking about just physical
because
touching.
That's what I thought. I thought even hair. That's what I thought.
Yes, even me.
Yeah.
It was when I was coming to there, then I was like, no, I remember that maybe the person wanted to say something like what I'm saying. That you know what? Okay, if you don't love her, why did you touch her? You say, oh no, I didn't know and die.
Okay, that's true.
That's how it's supposed to be. But
that's true.
But what we said, it will say that. Say, oh no, I didn't know where they don't can.
Yes. So undo, which is if you don't love the person, do is love, right? So becomes negative.
Yeah. So it
becomes
if you don't
negates
love,
it. Yeah. So if you don't love the person,
why did you touch her?
Which in turn, because we usually do not say these things outright, right? Touch would be sleeping with.
Yes. Yeah. So you hear a tree man saying that, okay, so, oh no, I didn't know who can.
Yes.
Which can means touch.
Yes.
But in this context, it's talking about you sleeping with the person.
Yes. That
so
could be
it
the
means
case.
If you don't like, why did you sleep with them? That means you were just having fun, or what are you trying to say? And now maybe the lady is busy coming to you thinking that that's love.
While there's not. You see, so these are the kind of things that it's difficult for us to actually assume, unless if you're a bit specific or you give us some sort of scenario. then we'll know exactly what you're trying to say, right? But if you don't, then it becomes a bit hard for us to actually try and understand what you're trying to say. I think there was the same person, I think it was trying to figure out the name. I think it was Mujib who asked it. I just want to make sure. I think it was Mujib who asked it.
Okay.
So, for an example, Mujib also wanted to know, how do you say Kwesi has impregnated someone?
Yeah.
There was one of the translations, and to me it was a bit awkward because in Tree, saying impregnated someone is a bit, you have to say it in a very, very nice way.
Yeah.
You can't just say, even though I translated it saying that Kwesini Obinyim, or
which it's a very
it's not hard, it's not easy for us to say the nyim part, because
so you would just say maybe onena fefru.
Yes.
Fefru it's, let me put it this way.
Yes.
Efru is your stomach, right?
Yes.
You get it.
Wefu is your stomach.
So after fru, you have taken your stomach.
so I like that one. That one is funny.
It's a kasakwa, like you said. It's a wise saying, which should mean that Kwesi has impregnated someone. Kwesi, any, for instance, Kwesi ni obayi afefru.
Yes.
Abayi afefru.
Then
this girl is pregnant.
Yes.
But you can also say, like you said, this girl is pregnant. Obayi nyom. But it's it's those kind of words that it's very hard.
It's hard to say. Okay, we have somebody asking us something, right? Somebody at Mashaka event. So what we'll do is we'll try and post this, right? So they're saying this. A question for Mark, right? You really sound like a teacher. Would you consider teaching Chi in South Africa?
I wouldn't mind.
You wouldn't mind. Okay, you wouldn't mind. So that answers that.
Yeah.
Thank you for that. We really appreciate it. And the second one is, are you guys open to private lessons for a fee? I think I've been asked this before, right? And at that point, I said no, we weren't, right? But I think for now, the thing is, it all depends on the timing, right? We just need to agree. Mark and I'll have the discussion, right? So I think for now we can, but we just need to find some sort of way to actually do the lessons, right? So for an example, we can say every thing is, in my case, usually Monday to Friday, I'm not available. I usually come back from work late hours, right? Saturdays might, Sundays a bit tricky, right? So in Mark's case, I'm not sure which days you're free.
I think we all have the same problem. Would I say problem? Because Monday to Fridays we are all working.
We are all working.
Yeah, it's only on weekends that mostly. But even weekends, it's like you try to do 1 or 2 stuff.
That's the thing.
But that notwithstanding, I guess we can work something out.
Yeah, we can work. So we just need to come up with some sort of plan. Then what we can do is maybe come up with some sort of material or structure. So either we decide that, depending on what you ask us in the lesson, then we'll actually teach you, or we can actually come up with some sort of study material. Then we can actually give you content and you can go study, then we can test you on it and see how things work out. So we'll probably see that it's 2021. It's a brand new year. So we will start doing it. Private lessons for a fee. Then what we can do is, seeing that online tutoring is great, we can all meet. Then depending on who is part of that class, we can invite you, or we make it as one big group. It all depends. But you know what? In 2021, we'll have private lessons, to answer your question. Thanks again. Sweet. So now, let me see. Somebody else asked me something. Sorry, Mark. I need to find these. I think the other person that wanted it was, they wanted to know, is that fair? And I said, yeah, which they didn't want it in that context. So what they wanted to know, right? The example was treating people equally without favoritism or discrimination.
Yeah, it's still the same thing.
Yeah.
Because like you rightly said, is it good?
Is it good?
Because you are trying to, like you said, favoritism or treating other people different from the other person. So you ask yourself, is it good? Is it good? You know, which is fair.
Yeah.
You know,
because I also sent them this dear oye pepepe, which is really not really, because I was focusing pepepe is basically fairness or equal.
Yeah, pepepe is equal.
Equal. So
you know, or in other translation, when they say pe or pepepe, it's more like perfect also in some scenarios. You know. So if you say pe, meaning equally,
yes. So basically that could work as well.
That could also work.
That could also work. Okay. Okay. Afare is asking, how can I say this? Well, okay, wait. I can only say this once. So listen. Oh, okay. Mɛtumi, how do you structure that? I can only say this once.
Mɛtumi baako pɛ.
Enti.
So listen, enti meaning so
is
listen.
It carefully there? Enti
tie no ye.
Okay. So
that
again,
means, like you said, whenever you say no, it's like you are specifically talking about something.
Okay. So again, can I? Well, I can only say this once.
So listen carefully.
Enti in tree, you can say maka way.
Yeah, Mɛtumi aka way or ye. Baako pɛ. Enti tie no ye.
All right. So I'm not sure. Farid, do you want us to go slow? I think we should go slow.
Okay.
Okay. Mɛtumi. Okay.
Yeah. If you fast. Say mɛtumi,
which is I can.
Aka
say
ye
this.
That means this.
Baako pɛ, which is once.
Enunti.
So.
Enunti. Tie no ye.
Listen carefully.
You know, ye
is like well. So listen well.
Listen well translate to being
carefully. Right. So Afare, I hope that answers your question. Then we have Josiah who says he's late, so we should forgive him. Don't worry.
I only want to say something there. What he wrote, he did well. He said "facheme."
Yes,
number one. But I believe that maybe it's because of the keyboard.
Yes.
But in tree, you see the E you wrote. It's supposed to be
Yes.
Which is that 3 that is 10 the other way around.
Right. So we'll forget. We understand what you're saying. Like for somebody who sees what you're saying, we read it well and we forgive you. And thanks for joining us. Right. Thank you so much. There was another one person that asked me to translate. Let me see. Okay, cool. Daniel wanted me to translate 3 things, right?
Okay.
So the first thing that Daniel wanted, right, was how to say, let me see, put it, what did you say? Put it down on the floor.
Fatu form.
Yeah. So put it down on the floor in tree is fatu form. So fa is take. Tu is place.
Yeah.
Form is ground. So basically place it on the ground, which is put it on the ground or put it on the floor. So it's fatu form. And the next thing that Daniel wanted me to actually translate was a pickup. So basically pick up, a lift up, or basically pick up is peja. So peja is basically lift up or pick up, right? Then the last thing that he wanted to know, which I asked him correct because it was a bit confusing, was how do you say, I just want the right word, tomorrow we will at church, so sleep early. I think he wanted to say tomorrow we'll be going to church, so so let's sleep early. Right? So tomorrow we'll be going to church, so let's sleep early. So that in tree would be ochna or echna. They are both in the same thing. Yebekwa sorinti, yenentem. Right? So either echna or ochna. Yebeko, which is, so basically echna or ochna is tomorrow. Yebeko is will be going. Asori is church. Enti is basically so in this context. Yenna is let's sleep. Yen becomes us, or it's a plural of da. Oh no, what's I?
I is me.
Me, because yenna.
Yen is we. Yeah.
If it was
one, like what you were saying, da is singular.
Yeah, na is plural. So that you guys know. So ntem is quickly, or in this context would be early. So again, the sentence would be either ochna or echna. Yebeko asori nti yenentem. So Daniel, I hope that sorted you out. And let's see. Just trying to see. There's a lot of, not a lot. I'm just trying to remember who else asked me something. But guys, if I haven't said it, then what you can do is you can always post it here again. Then we'll actually translate it for you, right? What else can we, apart from proverbs and kasakwa, is there anything we can touch on to help out? Because this is our first session.
Yeah.
So it's mainly meet and greet and whatever you guys want to know about us. And we're a bit nervous because, okay, maybe I'm the one who's nervous because, yeah, no, it's better to record than edit and post it than live. And, you know, it gets a bit scary for me. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoying so far.
And I think I want to add someone, I think we answered it. But you really sound like a teacher. Actually, I was once a teacher.
Cool.
So
yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah, I was once a teacher. I thought I was actually teaching in a primary school back in Ghana.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, for us, we say primary 6 or basic stage 6. You know, here it's more like level 6. How do you call it? Grade 6. Yeah, I think here is grade 6. Okay. I was taught grade 5, 4, 5, and 6. You know, I taught them maths, you know, and English. Yeah, you know, back home with a primary education, you teach about 8 subjects at a go when you're in primary, mostly.
Okay.
You teach English, integrated science, you teach maths, you know, so I was teaching English, maths, science. I remember we had creative arts, you know.
Okay.
I think the curriculum here in South Africa is a little bit different. But back in Ghana, you know, our curriculum is also different. So we do great creative arts. And by that time, I remember grade 4, we had something we called natural science.
Oh yeah.
But when you get to 5, 6, I think then it's integrated science.
Oh, so it actually goes up a bit.
So the integrated science, it's more. The reason I said it's integrated is because you teach biology, physics, chemistry, and agriculture. You know, not the advanced one.
Okay.
You know, because it's basic. You know, we call it core integrated or core science. It's more like a composite. The basics, you need to know the basics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was once a teacher. I taught for about 2 years.
Oh, wow.
Before going to the university.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I was once a teacher. So I guess maybe
everything happens for a reason.
Yeah,
okay, Afare said thank you. Dude, much appreciated, man. We value you being on here with us. And I just have to say, you know what, the number of people that I have to thank, right? It's Afare, Lionel, Jewel, and Sasa as well. These guys have been with me, I think, before I even had 50 subscribers, which is a while back. And without fail, almost every week, one of them sends me something to translate. And it makes it easy for me because you can't really think of everything. So it's easy when people send me stuff, then I do the translation, which actually makes it more interactive. You know, then I know that there are people watching, and you know what, I'm actually helping somebody out, which is great for me because I haven't told a friend, even if I had only 1 subscriber that interacted with me, I'll be fine. Because it doesn't matter if you have like hundreds or thousands of subscribers, then at the end of the month, you have 2 translations, then, you know, it kind of defeats the purpose. So Afare, Lionel, Sasa, and Jewel, you guys have been awesome. and everyone else that has sent stuff throughout this time around. Ruth as well has been great. I think Mujib has now been very, very active, and he sends a lot of stuff. The last time I think he complained that I wasn't as thorough, right? The reason why I wasn't as thorough is I try, if possible, to do 12 translations because it makes it easy for me to actually say them and break them down. And I want my videos to at most be like 12 minutes. I can't watch a YouTube video more than 12 minutes. I get bored. So I think he sent me 22 translations, and he wasn't the only one. And if I wanted to break it down, it would take literally 40 to 50 minutes. So I think I rushed it. So sorry for rushing it for those that watched it. I'm sorry. Just that there was a lot of things I had to go through. So what I'll do now on is I'll pick 12 translations. Then whatever is after the 12, I'll do the following week, right? But the more there is, the more difficult it is for me. So Josiah wanted to know is, can we say enti yenkoda tem? Yes, that's yeah, you can. That's acceptable. Then we have Al-Haji wanted a translation. So he wanted to say, I can do your, I can't, okay, I guess he wants to say, I came to your house, but you ain't home. Okay, so basically he wants to say, I came to your house, but you were not there, or you were not at home, roughly translated, right? So I came to your house would be Mebaa nanso ewuni. So I came to your house, Mebaa fie is house. Mebaa is basically I came. So it's Mebaa I came to your house, nanso, which is but in this case, ewuni, you went at home. I hope that helped you out, Al-Haji. Or would there be another way of saying it?
No, I think you said it correctly.
Okay.
I just wanted to go back to what Josiah wrote. He said, enti yenantem. Yankodantem. Okay, there, that's perfect.
That's perfect. Yeah. So Josiah, that's spot on. You did a perfect thing. Then in my case, as Mark said, he is a teacher, and well, in Ghana he became a teacher, and he's a good teacher. Trust me, he's been helping me out as well, right? So in my case, I'm a software dev, a computer programmer. That was not what I wanted to do initially. I wanted to do medicine. When I was growing up, medicine was me. Then I had a problem where, you know what, if I became a surgeon and somebody passed on, right, I wouldn't have the courage to actually go tell their family that your loved one has passed on. So that kind of took the doctor thing away. Then I'm like, I like computers. You know, when I began, I thought programming was basically me building robots in mind when I was still young. So I went for it. Yes, you learn how to code and everything else, which is great. I've been doing it for over 13 years now. I've been a software developer in over 12 years, programming in Java, Python. There's a lot. I did some PHP back in the day. I've done some programming languages now. I think now I'm doing, what am I playing with now? I'm doing, what do you call that? I did a bit of Angular. Sorry, this is some programming stuff, so do not get scared. Just programming languages, right? So this boils down to how I did the TWI Junior Pro app. This is where this is going, right? So what happened is I have nieces and nephews. Came to the house, they couldn't speak TWI that well. And I had a bit of advantage because my parents made it a priority that I speak TWI. Oh, Petri says Maha. Hello.
Yeah, Josu.
Yeah, Josu, which is we're responding to you. I wanted to say I almost said what was the English word of saying it? But yeah, literally, yeah, Josu.
Yeah.
So what happened is I decided with my software background, let me write an app. First it was supposed to be a website. Then I went, no, that people back then couldn't carry around their, what do you call, go to a website and stuff, and uploading all the audios would be a nightmare. So I started with an app called TWI Junior, which was free. So I had it since 2013. Then it was free all this while I was updating stuff and everything else, but it has ads. So a lady once contacted me that her child literally went and clicked on one of the ads and it was an inappropriate ad, which it's not my fault because I literally do not control what's on the ad. I mean, what ad actually pops up. So I came to a conclusion somewhere 2018, I think 5 years later on, because I didn't want to get literally money from it. I was just doing it because I know people needed it, right? So I came to a conclusion, let me do a pro version. Let me remove the ads. Then at least with that, make it, make it 5 rands. 5 rands in dollars is what? I want to Google it, so I'm trying to use dollars as the base of the currency. Let me say dollar. Like I just want to, so people understand. Okay, this dollar? Okay, no, let's do it the other way around. Let's say, okay, let's go here. Let's say 5 rands. It's literally 0.33 cents.
Yeah.
So people out there are saying, Joseph, no, you're making a lot of money. Not really. Because I'm literally getting it in cents. It's not really benefiting me because my main goal is to push it out there. The app is getting bigger because of the voice and everything else. And some have asked me, why don't I make it smaller? I can. So the way that I could do it is actually host all the audio and images on a cloud, right? But the problem is if I do that, if you're in an area where there isn't any internet connection, you won't get it. As in, you won't get the audio or the pictures because it's all in the cloud. You need data for that, right? But for someone, or the way I preferred it was somebody downloads it once, even though it's almost like 100 and something megs, at least you have it wherever you go. You have it, right? And I think updates nowadays aren't that fluent or frequent. Yeah, frequent is the right word because of work and everything else. And I just want to thank Afare again, because in the app, and my next release, I'll change it. I said fish is apata, which is tilapia. It's not apata. So forgive me, I'll change that. I did a while back, so I actually have to go back and check everything. But 98% of everything that is correct. So apata is actually tilapia. It's type of fish, not fish, right? Fish is nsuo, right? Nsuo, right? So nsuo is water, nam is meat. So basically, it's meat in water. So fish in tree. Afare, thank you so much. He actually wrote me a mail to tell me that, Joe, check your app. You made a mistake here. And that makes me happy. That means that people going through it and actually identifying, which makes me happy because that means they're learning. The fact that they pinpointed that I made a mistake makes me really happy. So again, fish in tree is nsuomnam. So Afare, thanks again. Samuel says, thank you. Nat is asking, question for Mark. How many languages can you speak? Okay, you know what? Let's start with the first one. Okay.
How many languages can I speak?
How many languages can you speak? Okay, I'll answer that too.
Yeah, for languages, I've learned a lot of languages. Of course, you can't be fluent in all.
No.
But at least you know 1 or 2, starting from home. Yes. For home, we have a lot of languages. I think we have about 46 maybe.
Yeah, 46. Like variations. Some of the variations of
but officially it's 9. And I think with the 9, I'm trying. Because with tree, Asante tree, Fanti tree, which is they are all tree, I can. And I can speak a little bit of Ga, a little bit. And because I studied in the north, University for Development Studies, it was in the Upper West region that time. Now they say we have about 12 regions. Those times there were 10 regions. Yeah. So they were speaking Wale or Dagban, Wale. So I could speak a little bit of the Wale or the Dagari. Let me say Dagari. Okay. And in Tamale, the northern region, we have Dagbani. But because I went back in the university, we used to go for research in those remote areas. So we went to Wale Wale. It's actually, how do I put it? It's a Mamprusi land. So they speak Mampruli. So at least I learned a little bit of Mampruli because the Mampruli and the Dagbani, they are very close. You know, it's just like maybe Xhosa and say Zulu, they are very close. You know, so it's easy. So from home, at least, even the Ewe, I could speak a little bit of that. So when I came, all in all, it's a lot. I can't even pinpoint. But even here in South Africa, I try to learn a little bit of the Tsonga. I try to learn a little bit of the Tswana, the Sutu.
Yeah.
You know, I did French in school also. Yeah. So it's a lot.
Okay, he beats me the number. I think I know Santi TWI, Afrikaans spoken here, Zulu, Xhosa, Tsonga, Swati, 6.
Yeah, you are doing well. And you can speak them fluently, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. But for me, it's not like I can speak like Afrikaans. At least I can hear a little bit of Afrikaans. You know, at least the greetings, at least.
No, that's
or maybe the numbers, at least.
He's trying, because Afrikaans is totally different from everything else.
Yeah. So at least the greetings.
You know. Okay, good at language.
You know, at least
your dad was right. You pick up language,
a little bit, and because of my line of work, we deal with numbers.
Oh,
so you must know, you know, the EN 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yes.
You know, you have to know the numbers
very well.
You know, the 1 that, 3
that's
you know,
true.
5 that, 6 that,
Lord, I used to love Afrikaans.
You know, you must learn.
Then 100. Yeah, sounds like we're speaking Dutch, because it is like Dutch.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Nati also wanted to know, how do I say in TWI, I guess, it is raining outside, so I cannot come visit you. Okay, that one is not bad. So it is raining outside is Nsuo abɔnten, right? Then so I cannot come visit you. Enti menntumi mmɛsra. Yeah.
And one thing I wanted to put there is that mostly in TWI, like in this context, you wouldn't want to say put outside.
Yes, because technically when you say Nsuo, it's raining. You don't have to put outside. So in this case, the simplest form would be Nsuo enti menntumi mmɛsra, which is so I can't come visit you. So again, Nsuo, it's raining. Nti, which is so. Menntumi mmɛsra, I can't come visit you. Then the third one is, how do I also say come visit me another day? Well, it all depends how you want to say that, because you can say Bɛsra me another day can be said in a different way.
You can say Bɛsra me da foforɔ.
Okay, literally translated.
It's a new day, or a different day.
Yeah.
So it comes back.
Come visit me another day will be Bɛsra me da foforɔ.
Yes.
So again, Bɛsra me, which is come visit me. Da foforɔ is another day.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope that helped you out. Who is this? Ruth. Oh, shame, man. You're late. It's fine. At least you're here. That's good. At least you're here. We appreciate you being here. So that's great. Something else about us. Let me think.
Let me think about the languages. At work, they always say, you Mark, you're trying. And you know, I think when you go to every, it's just like what we were, one of the brain behind studying TWI.
Yeah.
You know, if you go to a country, at least you should know the basics.
Yeah,
at least the greetings and 1 or 2 things. Yeah. Thank you, you know, welcome. And I think the people, you get acceptance when you kind of speak a little bit of their language wherever you go, even in any community that you go. You know, so people kind of get to like you.
Yeah.
Because like I said, those times in Wale, when we're speaking in Upper West, you know, they were like, this guy, he can speak our language. I know that I can't speak their language that fluently, but because I can speak the basics, if they will like you. You get it. So it's good. You know. So at work, you see this guy speak a little bit of Zulu. It's Gunjani. When you go, you see a Sutu or maybe a Tuana or whatever it is, you say Lekai. You understand? Yes. So you see that Minja, and then you come to Tonga. So you see, there's the same word, but
true.
in different languages. So it helps.
It helps because, like you said, when people think, you don't even have to be perfect.
At least then the Africans say, "Who can it?"
They just somehow feel special knowing that you're trying. And I think in my case, I've gotten away with a lot because I remember when I started speaking Tonga, right? Because we just got here, went to primary school. That's where I actually met my wife, Nati, right? We met in primary, then high school together, then we drifted apart, then came back years later and got married, right? So now you get to a place, and mind you, I had to learn Sotho. We're there for like 2 years. Now it's a whole new language, new dialect. I had to pick it up. So I like watching cartoons, animes, and everything. And during that time, there was a cartoon, I think it was Spider Woman in Tonga. So I had to bury myself in that cartoon. Watch it every day, every time I could, I watched it. And through that, I learned the language.
Wow.
I even went to school, did Tonga as a subject, and I passed very well. Even the teacher didn't understand.
Wow.
Because I found what I liked and I used it to learn. So I use cartoons because I enjoy watching cartoons and animes. And with that, I learned. See? So learning different languages is great because it helps you. Even if you know, hi, how are you? For an example, right now, if you go to France or any French-speaking country, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah.
You can get around. You're fine. You know what I'm trying to say? I have a lot of Congolese friends and stuff. They speak French as well. And they try to teach me, but you know what? I heard there's a phrase that goes "where." I thought it was a joke, and it meant something. Then I'm like, sorry for being who I am, but it was funny. Who's this? C Freezy says it is saying hello. Yes. Do you do one-on-one teaching, Charlie? Oh yeah. We just had a discussion with that. Not this year, but next year we'll start something. Then I'll probably let you guys know in one of the videos. Then when that happens, then that means me and Mark H already sat down, discussed the structure and everything else. Then you guys can actually, when I post it out, you can let me know if you're interested. Then we'll formulate something else. So 2021, definite. We are with you there. Then we have Alhaji is asking again, please help me translate this. Can I please talk to you for a few minutes, please? Okay. We know where this is going. Okay, Mark, you want to go with that one?
Yeah, so can I please talk to you for a minute?
Yeah.
For a few minutes.
Yeah.
And of course, you said please, Mepawokyew.
Yes.
And in she was a Mɛtumi, can I? So you say, can I please talk to you for Mepawokyew? Mɛtumi no akasa mmere.
Mmere is time. Tia is short.
So because it's a few minutes. Mepawokyew. Mɛtumi no akasa mmere. Simple as that.
Simple as that. So I hope, Alhaji, you actually heard that.
Or if you like, you can also put it this way. Minutes. You can also say sima.
Okay, I didn't know that one.
So sima kakra. Sima.
Oh, sima is actually minutes.
Yeah. So
okay, you know what? I didn't know that
sima
one.
Kakra.
Cool.
I just for just a few minutes.
See, I learned something as well. I didn't know that one. I didn't. So I hope Al-Haji, or should I want to call you Samuel, right? I don't want to say Al-Haji in a bad way, so I'll call you Samuel, right? I hope that's helpful. If it is, then you know what? If you have any other stuff, you can put in the comment section.
So I just want to say, so Al-Haji or Samuel must understand that, like you rightly translated it. If you say minutes, I mean, when you say mmere, it means time. So if you say Mɛtumi no akasa mmere tie, can I speak to you in a short time, or because it's mmere.
Yes.
And if you say Mɛtumi no akasa sima kakra, which means can we talk for just a few minutes?
Okay. So I think the sima one, it's actually more towards what you want. So sima kakra, which is a few minutes, right? But not everyone, or I didn't know that sima was actually minutes, right? So the mmere would have actually worked as well.
Yeah.
So it all depends on you. Remember, you can always go back and actually check this video out to listen to all the translations that you want, right? Let's see, crazy. I mean, Midasi. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm not sure if you. Oh, thanks. You mean Midasi? Okay. All right. I thought you wanted me to translate that, and I'm like, but you already said it. No, good one. Good one. What else can we talk about? Could we have a couple of minutes? It's our first time, so yeah, no, it was our first time. So hopefully you guys enjoying it. So if you want me, well, if you want us to translate anything, you have like almost 10 minutes to throw it in. Then what we'll do is we'll actually do the translations for you. What else can we talk about in 10 minutes?
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Let me see. Let's talk about South Africa. I don't know.
Okay.
What about foods? Okay. I'm not sure what this is.
Yeah, he's asking, is it what about foods, Ediane? Okay. Can you do a food teaching? Food teaching, as in, he's talking about cooking our dish, or what is it trying to say?
See, Freezy, sorry, we are not sure exactly what you. Okay, I guess Mashaka is saying that food. Oh, so you want to know how to cook basic Ghanaian food?
I guess.
Bread, fruit, meat. Okay, I'm just trying to.
Oh,
okay, all right. Sorry, Seafree. Okay, now I get it. So you want items, food items in Chi. Okay, cool. So do you want to know what bread is? Bread would be pan. Pan would be bread. Meat in itself is enam. Enam is meat. Fruits, what we call fruits. I know individual ones.
Yeah, not individual ones mostly when we're talking about fruits in general. You know, or you can say depending on where you are coming from.
Yeah.
Because we can have how do I even put it? You can have a fume diane. You understand? That is food that comes from the farm. Or yeah. You know, so in this context, you can, depending on which fruit you are talking about.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I think you can bring it from there.
Because if it's orange, you'll be anka.
Okay, yeah, I think fruit is eduaba. Eduaba, yes.
Eduaba is actually fruit.
Yeah, eduaba.
I thought it was, then what, seed?
Seed is how do I put it?
Because I thought seed was actually eduaba. That's what I thought.
Yeah. I think seed is more. It's also eduaba, but in this context, eduaba is a fruit. You know, but within the fruit you get the seed.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm learning something new.
You understand? So if you say eduaba,
then it's fruit.
Yeah, you know the person is talking about fruits.
Okay, so there. So if you want freezy, if you, for example, want fruits that you want to know, like orange, banana, I don't know, orange would be anka, banana will be kwedu, I don't know, mango will be amango, I don't know. I'm thinking of.
I know some of them. To find them in tree is something else.
It's something else. Well, depending on which one you come up with, then John Kwabi wants to know if your surname is Daudu or Dodu. It's the second one.
It's the second one.
It's the second one. Let me see. Shaka event to say, oh yes, food lessons would be great. I'll try and make, I think I have only 2 or 3 food videos in my arsenal. I'll try and do others, just that those are a little bit difficult to make. Okay. Hey, that's my bro.
Yeah.
Diaba. Hey, Kofi, how are you doing? Diaba. Sweet. So fruit is a diaba. Then, okay, cool. Let me see, what else? What else can we? But we have a few minutes though. How many? 6 minutes. What else? Anyone, if you want anything, you can put in the comment section and we'll try and do the translations for you. Then we'll take it from there. Let me see. What else can we talk about? Lifestyle in SA. SA is actually a very, very beautiful place.
Beautiful place.
I know, as foreigners, right? I know, as foreigners, there's this whole thing about xenophobia that has been floating around or does float around, right? And I have my brother, Kofi, who's actually there right there. Max is my brother. He's in Ghana. That actually, they get scared when it's xenophobia and the people attacking people and a whole lot of other stuff. I think the media kind of makes it, well, exaggerates a bit because it's not as bad, and depending on where you are, the location where you are. So I know I have friends back home that says, no, you know what, South Africa is bad because of xenophobia attacks. Yes, the attacks are there, but it all depends on where you are, and it's not as bad as people make it seem. It's almost like the West thinking Africa is a poor continent. It's not the case. It's not the case. Not every country in Africa is that bad, but they always have this child with flour on their eye thinking we're starving here and we're not.
I just wanted to say something. I think talking about the fruit again, I noticed Max was also putting something there, which is very true. Like I said earlier on, fruit is a duaba and seed is abba.
Seed is abba. Yes.
You understand?
Okay.
So, like I said, you get the seed inside the fruit. That's obviously you get a duaba.
Okay.
A duaba. You put it together. Actually, it's a one word, a duaba.
Okay.
Meaning fruit.
Okay.
But if you want to talk about seed, because I heard you ask it, you told it, it's abba. Abba is seed.
Okay.
So, like what he wrote, he said, abba. I mean, he's talking about that particular tree or that particular fruit seed.
Okay.
If you separate them, Edua Abba. Which Edua are we talking about, or which fruit are you talking about?
Okay.
So thank you so much, Max.
Thank you, bro. Then Julian is asking, what does Abuta mean?
Yeah, I noticed that. I think, let me put it this way for you.
Yeah.
The way you wrote it, we are doing tree. Okay, we have Asante tree, we have Infanti tree, we got the Kwiapim tree. They are all tree. If you write it this way, Abutar, it means patience.
Oh.
But if I pronounce it like the way you wrote it, Abotar is Infanti tree, Abotar.
Oh.
If you add the E to it, it's Abotare, meaning patience.
Oh. So, okay, Julian, we're not sure. Do you mean?
But I believe because we are doing Asante tree, yeah, I guess he wanted to say Abotare.
Also,
meaning
it's patience. Okay. All right. So that's patience.
Yeah.
Let me see. Sing head, shoulders. Okay. Mashake Vance wants me to sing head, shoulders, knees, and toes song. Do you have that in Chi? We do have it. What I'll do is I'll put the link in the description section. I think there's a video I once saw that actually goes head, shoulders, knees, and shoulders, knees, and toes. Okay, no, this is very cool. Isn't head miti?
Yeah, miti.
Yeah, head is miti is my head. Yeah. A tree is head.
Yeah.
A tree is head. Miti is my head. How do I say I know and two I don't know? I think we've done this before. Okay. I know is minim. Minim. And I don't know is minim. Sounds the same. Minim. I hope that made sense. So minim is I know. I don't know is minim. Then
and what will help the person is that the minim is double N. Of course, unless he doesn't know the spelling.
That's the other thing.
Or the writing.
Yeah.
But minim, like minim. Minim. This is MENIM. Minim. Then minim. That is which is gonna be MENNIM. Minim.
So you have to emphasize on the yeah. So minim is just, then minim is I don't know. Then Fred wanted to ask something. Hello, you look so nice. Thank you. I wish I could say you too. Yeah, I spelled it right. Yes, you did. You spelled it right. Well, not the me part, but you were close. The me will be me, but great. So that would be me then t.
Yeah.
So yay, you're doing a good job. Then Fred, okay, all right, cool. Let's give you guys 2 more minutes, then we'll just close. But you know what? We didn't expect so many people to actually participate because it's our first one, and I hope that you guys actually enjoyed it. I was panicking because you can't really edit this, it's not as you can make a mistake. And yes, Miti is fine. Then it's not as if we can edit this, when it's out there, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed it and it was fun for you guys. If it does no mean lip or mouth, no, does not. Lip is well, that's mouth.
Yeah.
Mouth is so if you want to say does it mean lips or mouth, what's the best way? Should you just say ano? Ano is basically, so it's not nabu.
I don't know what
you wanted to write there, but ano is mouth or lips, but it's basically mouth. It's very interesting, gentlemen.
It's the way that it sounds. I don't know whether I wanted to say nebo, but that one is totally different.
Yeah, nebo is like chest. That one is totally different. Then Josiah. Oh, cool. Josiah finally joined. Yay. Gentlemen, how would I translate the stew is not enough? Okay. This, it's as if people, sorry, that's ga. Oh, okay. Sasa
Nia Berima.
It's Sasa. Okay, now wow. Okay. The stew is not enough.
Yeah.
Abomunu and also. I'm not sure.
Yeah. And also that is, it's not that much.
Not that much.
Or, so some people also say froye.
Yeah. Okay.
Abomu
Stew
or froye.
Yes. So abomu can either be froye. Stew. Sorry, my mind. So stew can either be abomu or froye. It's not enough would be a noso. Or
yeah,
which is not a lot.
Not much.
Yeah. Then
contextually, let's say maybe I can say that the stew is not enough for 2 of us, or it's not for the both of us.
You say enso, yeah, enso, which is not. I don't want to say it's not, but it's basically it's not enough.
Enso,
meaning it won't be enough for the both of us.
So in that context, enso means it's not enough.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then Sasa says hello.
Someone is talking about French.
I see that as well. Hi Sasa, thanks for joining. Then Fred is saying, how do I say I speak French? That could be you.
Yeah, I speak French. Je parle français.
Je parle français. You see?
Yeah, that's that. Yeah. So,
see, that's also something else.
Yeah,
hello. Shame, man. I hope it's not too late. Then okay, Fred is saying please.
Wow.
Then Sasa is saying, okay, Mijidi say Obiara Huye. Yes. Obibiara.
Yeah. Everyone.
Huye. I missed you all. Oh, sorry. Shame. You joined a bit late. But if you have anything you want to ask, you can ask. But didn't we do I speak French? We did do I speak French.
We did, yeah.
Yeah. Maybe once you say it again.
Then how do I say I speak French? Je parle français. Say I speak French.
Is it je parle? What?
Je parle. It's J in English. You say J-E. It's
je parle.
I, parle. This is parler. So you say parle, to speak.
Je parle français.
Yeah,
you know what?
So
I'm learning
French.
I'm learning French too.
French is English. So français
is
the French word for English. For French. Yeah. So français is French. Just as you say anglais. Anglais is English.
You know what?
Yeah.
Now you guys made me learn French. We are here to learn Chi. Now I'm learning French. All right, no worries. Let me see. Is there anyone else okay, let's give one last person one translation, then we'll call it a day. Then if you guys enjoyed it, right, what we'll do is we might do this twice in a month, right? Then the better it gets, we'll see how it turns out, right? So we might do this twice a month, but that would mean for those 2 Saturdays that we're doing this, all the translations that were sent for that week will be in this live session. So there won't be any video if we decide to go down that route. So in a month, you'll get 2 videos coming out. Then the others, the other 2 Saturdays or Sundays will be a live session. That's if it's successful. But for now, we're just trying out this. If it's great, we'll do that. If not, I'll still do the videos. Thanks for that, guys. You know what? Pleasure, bro. Sasa wants me to translate. I will be coming home next month. Ancestors willing. Okay, Mark wants to go with this one.
Okay, I'll be coming home next month.
What? No, yeah, I'll be coming home.
I'll be coming home next month. It means maybe fear.
Yeah, so it's the coming month.
The coming month.
Yeah, the coming month.
And I remember you once translated ancestors for them.
Yeah.
I remember, ancestors.
We don't have.
Yeah, when you say ancestors, it's more like how do I put it? You understand? Or sometimes we put it that way to make it very simple.
Yeah.
Because if you say meaning those our forefathers who have passed on,
which becomes our ancestors. Right.
So you can say that Mebaa that is the man that we are
about to enter,
which means next month.
Yeah.
Say for epa. Yeah. Pe is the will.
Yeah. So I hope, Sasa, that's great for you. C Freezy says, I'll talk to you later in tree. Well, I'll talk to you later. Oh, literally, what? I'll talk to you later in tree. Sorry, guys. I just sometimes I'm like I get confused. So I'll talk to you later in tree will be
say I will talk to you later.
Akasa.
Echre.
Wochi.
Exactly.
Yeah, Minu Bekasa, Echre Wochi. Yeah, Wochi. Okay, that's it.
Of which, if you say Chimu, it would have meant that in tree.
In tree, literally. So I'll speak to you later in tree is Minu Bekasa Echre Wochi. Yeah. Then Freddy's fine. Fred, happy. I like your team. Yeah. Yay. Okay, see, Freeze is laughing. That is great. I hope everything was fine. Do we give them till 10 minutes past 1? Then we kind of Christmas as if people are getting active. And the thing is, we chose this time because we thought it would be beneficial for everyone. So time zone wise, it becomes a bit tricky for us, right? So we just chose South African time, 4 o'clock, hoping that in countries like the States, at least it would be in the AMs, but at least it's in the morning, good enough to be for somebody to be awake. But if you're not awake and you find this, you can always rewatch the video. I know it's an hour long, but you know what? If it's worth it, one would watch it. So I think we can take 1 or 2 more translations, then we call it a day. But in doing so, I just want to say, guys, thanks for joining. We appreciate each and every one of you. Without your support and you guys actually jumping on board, right? We wouldn't be here where we are right now, because I think this channel started off somewhere in Feb this year. And I think my initial goal was only 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Now it's almost there, and I think we have 1,800 and something. So my next plan was, because I listened to a lot of motivational stuff from Steve Harvey that says, always multiply everything by 10. So I kind of multiplied by 10, hoping by the end of next year I'll get 10,000. And when we get that, we multiply by 10. We go for 100,000, we multiply by 10 again, we get to 1 million, and we keep on growing, right? But I know that there are other Ghanaian channels out there teaching tree, which is great. I really appreciate that as well. But if you guys can tell people about this channel as well, that'd be great. So they can be part of the family and we can all grow. Because as you saw today, I actually learned a few things as well from Mark, right? That's what I'm saying. He's one of the guys that I really like talking to because he's really helpful. So I might know some words that are basically basic. Then he'll be the guy who will actually say, you know what, this is good, but you know what, this is the other way of saying it. So I'm actually learning with you guys during this whole process, right? Let's see. See if Freezy wants to know. I think a money session on like buying and selling show would be great.
So I think a money section is trying to say that buying and selling show. I don't know what it is.
So C Freezy, sorry man. Are you trying to say that if we had a session on how people, well, the words people use when somebody's buying something and selling something? I just want to understand if that's the case, please say yes or no. So that'd be great. So basically, if we go to a shop and you want to say, I want to buy this, would be Mepawokyew, or I don't know, Chiameka, which is pay me, and or words like that. If that's what you're saying, then I have.
Oh, okay.
What I mean, like what people would say going to market. Oh, okay. All right. So yes. Okay, cool. So what you can do is, right, in the comment section to this video or any of my videos, right, just put in some of the words you want to know, right? Then what we can do is we'll translate it. Then either in my next video, chances are in my next video, I'll actually say those words out, then dedicate it to you. So that's what I usually do. So you send me something, I'll call out your name, then I'll say whatever translation you wanted me to say, right? So you can write whatever you want. I'll pick it up next time, then I'll say it in my next video. Then Julian also says they listen to Steve Harvey, which is great because I think for now, even though he's a comedian, he's one of the great inspirational speakers alongside TD Jakes. He's also awesome. I love him as well. There are few people that I actually listen to, which is awesome. And by the way, Mark also has a channel, right? So he'll tell you more about his channel. This is in closing, right? So he'll tell you about his channel. Then guys, go check it out. Subscribe if it meets your needs and stuff, or just support him, right? So your channel.
Wow. Thank you so much for giving me that opportunity. Actually, my channel is Dominion Outreach TV. Yeah. Basically, it's a prayer channel. And all in all, it's about dominion. Like you heard the name Dominion Outreach TV. When you say dominion, it means taking charge of your own life. So it's more like trying to inspire each other, trying to encourage each other, you know, always not speaking negativity. Even if there's negativity or there's something bad that come your way, you think positive about that thing. You know, the Bible said that all things work together for good to them that love God and to the called according to his purpose. So I believe that whatever we go through, or whatever that we go through, as I said, they are all working together for our good. They are all the process to the finish.
That's true.
You know, God has plans for each and every one. It's not a plan of evil, but to give us an expected end. But he never told us the process to the expected end. So I believe in life there may be it may be full of up and downs. So the channel is actually there to encourage people, to inspire people.
Yay! Thank you.
Yeah.
Says she
Wow.
subscribed.
Yay!
Thank you. So guys, thank you so much for each and every one of you for joining. And remember, right? You can get the Tree Junior Pro app. It's on Google Store. With that and these lessons, you learn Tree quicker. It's still on Google Store. I'm still building the ISO one. It just, with my work, which really kind of takes a lot from me, I tend not to have time to actually focus on that. But please go have a look at Google Store. Get the Tree Junior Pro app with this and this, with that and this channel, Learn Tree Quicker. As I said, we appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for joining us. Do take care of yourself in these trying times. Be safe, right? So with that, next week won't be a live one. It will be actually a video of whatever you guys send me from now till Friday. Friday is usually cut-off time because I wake up on Saturday, go through all the comments that I made, then make a video, then post it out on Sunday. So whatever you guys send me, hopefully it's not that much, because when it's a lot, I run through it. If it's roughly 12 in general, then I can literally say them 12 to 15 max. I'll literally go through them and break it down so you guys understand everything properly, right? So that's it. Then if you guys enjoyed this, please say so in the comment section to this video. Then maybe not next week, but the week after, we'll do another live one, right? And see how it goes. But I know it's festive season now. It's Christmas. So remember, guys, I might not say this again, but do enjoy your Christmas. Be safe during New Year's. Take good care of your loved ones. Be safe as well. So from Mark and me, with lots of love. Bye. Can't show the camera. Bye, guys. Cheers.